So you guys know how a lot of the background characters that end up getting released as diecast are named after Pixar employees. So for example, that rusty car, Jay Schuster, released back in 2016, is named after Jay Shuster. But Dirkson D'Agostino, wow, that's quite a name. That's a mouthful right there. I want to know where they got the name for this guy because I can't find it. I looked through all the credits. I cannot find any relationship to another Dirksen or anything of the sort. And in fact, this really isn't much of a carified name. I've seen D'Agostinos in real life. So I just find that kind of funny. I've always really liked his name for the alliteration, but it's a thick Italian name. So yeah, this is the Cars 1 and Cars 3 Trunk Fresh Racer. And today we'll be unboxing and reviewing the Cars 1 for day 4, my bad. I can't believe we're already on day 4 of the 12 days of Christmas, season 7. Again, just want to emphasize, thank you guys for the support on all of the episodes so far. It's been incredible. I've really enjoyed doing the series. Again, I also want to emphasize 2 things to emphasize. So yeah, unfortunately I can't do everyone's suggestion and I can't give everyone the shout out. That's just how it is. I received hundreds and unfortunately, I wish I could, but I can't fulfill them all. So please understand that, but I can fulfill 2 of them, and those 2 in this video are Clutchen and Ishan Cars 95. Thank you both for suggesting me to review Dirkson D'Agostino. I really like him. He was released over the summer. I never got a chance to review him. I wanted to, didn't get around to it, and here we are. That's what the 12 days of Christmas is for. Filling in the gaps where I didn't get to throughout the rest of the year, and throwing in some stuff like Rusty's Track Damage Cruise as well. So yeah, guys, we're gonna dive right in here. I believe he debuted in 2020 Singles Case J. So I'll leave that link in the description below along with the card suggestion pop-up. And then he was probably carried over into K, if I do remember correctly. He wasn't too hard to find for me. I found several on the pegs. I think he was 2 to case. I love his artwork there. They've been using that since 2016 in the Movie Moments series when he was released with that pit stop barrier. He's in the Dynaco 400 series. This was his first time being released from Thailand. You can see there's a nice picture from the movie, and you can actually see him back there. After the Dynaco 400, a tiebreaker race is needed to determine the winner of the Piston Cup. Después de la carrera Dynaco 400, or Cuatrocientos, una carrera extra es necesaria para determinar el vencedor de la Copa Piston. And there you can see some other releases, including the Clutchen racer Kevin Shiftwright, Billy Oil Changer for Octane Gain, Slider Petrowski for Sidewall Shine, and then the classic leakless racer Claude Scruggs. So very nice. I think this is one of the better Thailand Piston Cup racers, and I'll talk about why when I open him up. Here is Dirksen out of the package, and he looks amazing. I'm really impressed with this Thailand release because, to be honest with you guys, I was kind of let down by some of the other Piston Cup racers, like Rex Revler, well actually Sage Vanderspin. Both of them kind of are a letdown from Thailand. Greg Candyman's a little bit of a letdown. I do really like James Cleaner and Claude Scruggs, but some of the other ones, even like Slider Petrowski and Kevin Shiftwright, they're just kind of meh to me, but this one I really do like. So I'll toss a little picture on the screen where he appeared in the first movie. Again, just a background racer, you guys know that. And he did make the leap to Cars 3, although he got extensive, whatever you want to call it, body surgery, just complete body rearrangement, I don't know, plastic surgery. He just looks like an entirely different character, but he is the same. I emphasize he is the same. So we'll do a little bit of a comparison later on, but we're just going to focus on the Cars 1 Dirksen. So here is the original release from China. This was way back 2008 when he was released in a launcher, so you can tell he does kind of look a little old. He isn't in mint condition or anything like that, but he's not in bad condition or anything. I took care of my cars. I played with them a little bit, but I still took care of them. You can first of all see how different the shade of green is. This is, just vibrant, popping off the screen, and this is much more dull, and that's kind of how Thailand is, but, I'm not going to say it looks bad. I think it looks pretty good. Now, they did slightly change up the expression. The eyes are closer together, and they're a little lower, it seems, and the mouth is a little bit more detailed. It seems like they painted the tongue, or just kind of the inside of his mouth, whereas before they just painted the teeth. So I'm going to give the expression a Thailand, like I give it to him. It looks better than the Chinese one for sure. This looks more like a robot, or just like a lifeless, stoical creature. This looks like a car, like a human car, basically. Now, I've been eyeballing this for a long time now. There's this like little piece of tape that's been chilling in here. I'm going to try and remove it. See, look at that. It's so weird. I don't know how that got... There we go. Ew. Ew. Something from the factory, I guess, got stuck to him. All right. So taking a look at the contingency sponsors now. Let's zoom in here. So you can see Piston Cup, Nitro Aid, Mood Springs. Not going to read them all. Leakless, Retread, Clutch Aid. And they are extremely blurry. This is what Thailand struggles with the most. Small, intricate decals. Especially logos. Logos of anything they struggle with. Even way back in 2008. Wow, that's a massive piece of hair there. I don't know what that is. We got all sorts of little obstacles today. But anyway, way back in 2008, from China, they were able to perfect those contingency sponsors. But now, they've just digressed so much. It looks so bad compared to the Chinese release. And that's really what they need to work on. That's their major weakness. But other than that, I think the paint finish is better. I think most of the expressions are better. But decals like that are awful. So taking a look at the 34 here. Again, it's that lighter shade of green, a little duller. Now the rims are a little bit more yellowy instead of green. This Trunk Fresh logo looks pretty good, but it still is a little grainier than the Chinese version that looks just crisp. It looks crisp, this doesn't. This just looks a little rough around the edges. You can see the little sparkles for cleanliness because he is Trunk Fresh. On the back here, you can see the logo again. Some sort of weird dot there. I don't know what that is. 34. There's his roof there. Roof flaps. Now, what really attracts me to this Dirksen is just how glossy the paint is. Like, it just looks so appealing from a distance. It's a very nice looking car, very shiny. You could probably see me in the black there. Yeah, look at that face reveal. Oh my god, it's a face reveal. Taking a more outside look at them here. Now taking a look at the base, actually, I did want to go here. N16A, so he was made in the 16th week at the A factory of 2020. Now bringing in the cars, a 3 Dirksen, who's released from China. I did a review on Dirksen and this one, and I'll leave that link in the description below if you want to check it out. They're extremely different. He's got gray rims now. He's mostly black. He's got an entirely different font there for the logo for the most part. Both of them look amazing. I really do like both of these. They're in my top 10 for, Cars 1 and then Cars 3 stock cars. 100% they're in my top 10. They might be toward the bottom of that, but they are, one of my favorites out of the whole lineups. Now, you guys are probably wondering, what is that, Disney Docket? What is that black Trunk Fresh? Now, this is a prototype for the Motor Speedway of the South. Super, 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 super rare. Can't stress it enough. If you Google it, you could probably find some more information on it, but basically, it's a prototype for that 36 Motor Speedway of the South set that included the exclusive Apple iCar. So really the only difference is that he's missing that green square, this part on the hood there. That's, I mean, literally the only difference, but it gives a whole new look to the car. Kind of makes him look inverted, but it's not. A lot of people say like, oh, the inverted trunk fresh. Not really. It's not inverted, he's just missing that little green stripe on the front. So yeah, we'll put him back there. We'll pull up Steve Slick LePage, who's the next gen trunk fresh. Also made from China. So here's the whole legacy. Just 2 characters though. Remember, these 2 are the same even though they look entirely different. Steve is one of the rarer next gens because he was only released in that 4-pack. That next gen 4-pack with like flipped over. Although he has gotten, you know, an XRS release. Couple of them. Mud Racing. Yeah, he got a Mud Racing release, I think. Yeah, he got Mud Racing, and then he got Rocket Racing, which I have here. Just did a video on some Rocket Racers. So yeah, Trunk Fresh has got a nice little team going on, and that's not even it. Like, we're not done yet. Of course, you can see the Pity in the background, who has, you know, always been one of my favorite Pitties. Oh no, the snow's melting. This guy's always been one of my favorite Pitties. I just love his expression. Love the colors. Here's the toolbox. Tires, which match more of the Chinese version because they're that more vibrant green. And here's the Pity, who's... whoa, Disney Docket, what am I doing? Good thing he's not very rare. I am clumsy. And then, of course, last but not least, is the Hauler, who's also unnamed, released in 2009. Awesome. I love Team Trunk Fresh, again, one of my top 10 favorite sponsors. Just such cool colors, in my opinion. And a catchy name, Trunk Fresh. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Day 4 of the 12 days of Christmas. Let me know in the comment section below, what is your favorite Trunk Fresh racer? You know, maybe it's even a variant on one of these guys. But yeah, I really do like this Thailand version. Like, he looks fantastic. I can't complain besides from those contingency sponsors. But, I mean, that's literally what they've been doing ever since Thailand came out. They haven't really improved at all. So I would like to see some improvement there. And hopefully down the line we will. In all fairness, it's only been like a couple years. It's only been really like 2 years, 2 months since Thailand came out. And Thailand came out in like August to September of 2018. So I'll see you guys tomorrow for day 5. Bye now.